Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and if you probably haven't guessed already by the title of the video, we've got another car boot pickups. I wasn't actually intending to go car booting today. I actually had to take a quick trip over to Sheffield to pick something up that I'd bought on eBay. But I was travelling through Glossop on my way, and I knew that the Glossop rotary car boot was on, so since I had like half an hour free, I thought I might as well stop and just have a quick look. Now, it's not the type of car boot sale, you know, that I normally attend, which are usually the rather large car boots with, you know, 50 cars, 100 cars, something like that. This is a much smaller car boot, so, you know, 20 cars, maybe 15 cars, something like that. And it's not one that I would particularly frequent. I used to go quite a lot. It used to be on a much bigger pitch a few years ago, and there used to be a lot of people going. Used to be literally 50 cars plus, and you used to get some good stuff most times. Nowadays, to be honest, it's mostly baby clothes and the odd DVD and things like that. But occasionally on them kind of car boots, you can pick some bits and bats up, and I managed to today actually. Now, the first thing, let's delve in the bag. Let's pull out what I've picked up, and that was these things. Now, the story I got told was these actually belong to a wildlife charity, and it was a charity stall. I got these off. He had a box of them, a box like that with a few in it. And the story I got told is these were used for like wildlife observation and stuff like that, and these are faulty. And basically they've either failed in the field and stopped working, or they've been vandalised, and basically they've no longer used to them, so they put them on the stall just to sell off for anyone want them to mess about with. So I picked these two up, like I said, out of the box. I'll have a quick look, and basically what they are is they are wildlife surveillance cameras. We open it up, we've got a really nice ruggedized case. Now this one's in a bit of a mess. All the screws were missing from it. I think it's basically there. I think it's basically all there. We've got the screen and everything. The only thing I think's actually missing is there should be a plastic thing that goes on that switch there that goes through that little protrusion. But that one's, it's in a little bit of a mess. Some of them had, you know, smashed up cases and, you know, clearly been vandalised. I think that might have just broken down and someone's possibly had an attempt to fix it and just made the problem worse. Can't even get it to shut now. Let's try getting that out. But like I say, it is all there. It's just I think, well, like I say, it's mostly there. So that might be a bit of a project to see if I can get that that working. I'll put that down for now. And now this one seems to be in a lot better condition. In fact, I might grab some batteries and see if this does anything. What again? Slightly different model, but it's very, very similar thing. So we've got battery compartment there, and then this is the actual camera module. That's a switch, like I said, I presume that one should have had, but it's missing. And we've got a PIR sensor there, infrared lights, camera there. And that whole idea is that you mount it to a tree or whatever. Obviously with this colour it's fairly camouflaged. And as an animal goes past, the PIR will trigger it, and, you know, it'll record so much video footage. Some of the really fancy ones even have like Wi-Fi and things like that on them. I very much doubt these do. I think they just record to, yeah, they just record to an SD card there. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll stick that one, you know, oh, there we go, it's nearly gone together. Put that to one side. Just bear with me a second. I'll go and get some. I'll go and get some batteries. That looks like it's melted actually. There, it's got a little bit of like heat damage or something. I will. In fact, oh, hang on a minute. Let me have a. Just bear with me a second. Lovely. Right. I think it's double A's it takes. And hang on a minute. Right, where's my camera bits? There we go. Right, I've got a couple of memory cards as well. I don't think there's anything on these, so they should be okay to use. Let's see if it's actually going to do anything. I think those are. It has had a bit of battery leakage in it as well. Not too bad. There's a little bit of corrosion down there, but I'm just curious to see if it's going to do anything. Six. Got 8 batteries. There we go. Let's see if it's going to do anything. 2. Yeah, they've gone in. See if I switch it on, if it's going to actually do anything. No. Completely dead. We're getting no signs of see if it's still loose connection. No. I'm not getting anything up on the screen or anything, so they're definitely going to need some repair work. Take them batteries out. I don't want to leave batteries in. There's no point putting batteries in the other one considering the state it's in, but I might do a video on these, I don't know. The reason I bought them actually was I keep finding some unusual poo in my front garden, and I am wondering what keeps leaving it. I think it might be a fox, so I was wondering about setting some of these up. We can get one working, or even better get both working, and set one up in my front garden and actually see whether I can see if it is if it's a fox, or if it's just some little sod throwing dog poo over my front fence. I don't think it is actually, by the way that it was found and everything. I actually think it might be fox droppings. So anyway, that's like I said, you might see these in an upcoming video if I decide to have a tinker and film it. So yeah, I grabbed them. Those cost me £2.50 each. Now if you consider they're not mega expensive, these things. I think they're about £25 brand new, fully working and everything. So £2.50 each. There's the entertainment value in them for that, you know, for just something to mess about with for a couple of hours. They're worth £2.50 each to me. So anyway, I've got those. Right, now next, I'll put them out of harm's way. Right, next, and this is again something I've been doing quite well with finding stuff in the wild that you don't always see nowadays. And I've not seen anything like this on a car boot sale probably since the early 2000s. And some more. Right, basically a couple of stalls down from me picking them wildlife cameras up, there was a chap, I think he was probably a house clearance guy judging by the van that he had, He had all sorts of junk, and he had about 4 or 5 big tape cases full of cassettes, and I was looking down them, and you had your Johnny Mathis, and you know, your Engelbert Humperdinck and all that kind of stuff. And then as I was looking down right at the bottom, I just spotted like that there. I thought, hang on, that doesn't look musicy, that looks computery. So anyway, I had a look, and I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Commodore VIC-20 tape cassettes. Now, I do actually have a Commodore VIC-20 up in the attic. I suppose getting this will kind of inspire me. I need to dig it out and actually get it working, because it does have a fault on it. It runs for about 5 minutes and then just crashes. So I do actually have quite a bit of software for it, to be fair. But when you see them out in the wild like this, especially considering what I paid for these. Now normally, you know, I'd be happy normally if I saw that on a car boot sale to pay £1 for it. I didn't pay £1 for these. I asked the guy how much was his tapes, and he just said all tapes are 10p each, mate. So yeah, £1 for the lot. And some of these I didn't even know there was VIC-20 versions of. I didn't realise there was a VIC-20 version of Jetpack. I mean, obviously, like I said, I've got it on the Spectrum, but yeah, VIC-20 version of Jetpack. What else have we got here? There's nothing else that I actually like recognise straight away as a tape. Oh yeah, Death Race. Isn't that one that's an early Spectrum game as well? Death Race. But they are in really good condition. They're a little bit yellowed, but obviously I do need to test them. But they do seem, apart from being a little bit dusty, they do seem in really nice condition. They've got all their inlays. They've all got the cassette in them. Under mine. 3D maze. I mean, some of these I think you need a memory expansion. I think I do have. I think that might be for the unexpanded VIC. Yeah, it doesn't mention any expansion on that. Some of these are for an unexpanded VIC, and some you do need a. Like I said, you do need a. Yeah, like this one, you need an 8K memory expansion to be able to use Jetpack. I think I've got a switchable one, 4K, 8K and 16K if I remember correctly. But yeah, they all seem, like I said, decent. All got their inlays. They're not pirated or anything. Yeah. That one, the inlays, not, well, it seems to have been cut down or something, but one. Bonzo Vic pack. Did this actually come with like one of the packs then? With one of the VIC-20 starter packs or something? What have we got? This one. Wacky Waiters. That's an Imagine game. 1983. Again, I think that might be for an unexpanded VIC as well. So I'm definitely going to have to dig my VIC-20 out and see if we can repair it. Well, I know we can repair it because one thing I've got is a lot of VIC-20 parts. I've got all spare ROMs, things like that for the VIC-20. So, and I think it's something very simple. I think it's probably just some 7400 or something like that that's flaking out. It could be the CPU or something like that that's flaking out. So it'll run fine for about 5 minutes or so, and then it just crashes. But anyway, yeah. So 10 VIC-20 games found out in the wild for £1. I think that is probably one of the best car boot sale buys I've bought for some time, for like vintage retro stuff. That is pretty damn good actually. So I'll put them to one side and we can go on to the last item that I purchased. Now please don't all moan and groan, because yeah, I'm sure some people will. Oh no, not another one. Yeah, it's another one. It's a reasonably interesting one, this actually. What we've got, what's the make here? It's a Lewis. We've got a little portable radiogram, complete with, I'm guessing what is the aerial wire there. It's battery mains. So we have a battery compartment on the back there. Takes 1, 2, 3. It takes 4 D cells. We want to run it on batteries. I don't know if that aerial's original or not. It's got a throw-out wire aerial, and it does have FM on it, so it does need an external aerial. I have a pickup here. Sadly it is missing its stylus, it's actually broken off there. We've got our selector, on volume control there, which is incredibly stiff, and we've got our tuning there. Well, like I said, AM and FM. We'll have a quick look in the plug. I haven't tried this yet. This is literally exactly as I picked it up. We've got a reasonably modern 13 amp plug on it. This wire is not up to code, it's only single insulated, so if this does work and I do want to do anything with it, that will need changing. Well, it would need changing if I want to sell this on, which I probably not. I actually have an idea for this. So a quick look in the plug before we just plug it in. And that's not too bad. So this cable is not up to code because it's only single insulated, but we have a 3 amp fuse and it's reasonably well wired. I would like it to be wired so there was less cable on the live than there is on the neutral, and this is actually the other way around, so the neutral would pull out first, but it's absolutely fine for us to test it and see if it actually does anything. We'll throw caution to the wind. This isn't valve or anything like that, it's all transistorized. We can't really do that much damage to it. It may go up in smoke, but for what I paid for it, that'd be enough fun. Right, let's plug it in. Let's see if we get any signs of life. Let's switch it off actually. We'll plug in. Let's put it on phono first. Let's switch on. We've got pretty much zero. You have to the record player seems pretty dead. Yeah, the whole unit seems fairly dead. Try. Sometimes there we go. Basically what happens is the contacts in the main switch will tarnish over time, and just quickly back forwards, back forwards, back forwards is sometimes enough just to break through that and actually get it working again. So what are we on there? We're on AM.
Tomorrow actually uses 1089.
That's actually picking up more than most radios do on AM round here. Let's try it on FM, see if we get any luck on FM. Well, the radio seems to work nicely. Volume's a bit crackly, but
Crying at the doorsteps of the performing arts and me as well.
That works really nicely.
Yes, this weekend, but
that needs a clean.
It's definitely come from the family that I found in London.
There's enough volume with it.
Part of our
right. Just the front. Well, we nearly got a spin there. There we go. The question is, have we got a working cartridge? No. No, the cartridge is completely dead there. And obviously there is something a little bit wrong with that turntable, but I might be able to do something with that. It's obviously a bit off kilter there because it's not. Has this thing got 78 on it? Yes, it does. So this will even play 78 record. That's quite impressive. That's neutral. 33. 45 and 78. So all speeds do work, it just needs a really good service, I think. And like I said, obviously the cartridge is completely dead, there's no sign of life at all out of that, but I can probably find something that would fit. And what I'm thinking about this, especially considering the radio does work very nicely.
Interested in him, so it's funny.
That's quite impressive, that. Go on to FM. The only problem with FM though is that you obviously can't play the music.
I'm sure that would be free, wouldn't it?
It shows it works quite nicely, even just on that little bit of wire aerial like that. I think this may become my new garden radio. I'm currently using a little Roberts radio like this in my garden while I'm gardening. Which is a nice sounding radio, it is. I mean, it's too beat up to do anything with, that's why I'm using it as a garden radio. But the problem with it is it's AM only, and there is a shockingly few stations around here. In fact, there's one music station round here now which I can pick up in my back garden on AM that's worth listening to. Obviously this has got FM on it. It's trash, it really is trash, but it would make a nice take it out into the garden radio. And if I can get the turntable working on it as well, I do have big stacks of records which are not in perfect condition, but I wouldn't mind taking out into the garden and spinning a record on, you know, putting a record on it and playing them like that. So yeah, you probably might see that in an upcoming video. I do have another player that you've seen previously in the Car Boots pickup video, which is a very similar kind of thing, probably a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, I think, like I said, I have a feeling that might have had the mains up it where it shouldn't have had the mains up it. because just about every single part in that is bad. I will eventually get round to looking at that one as well. But no, I'm quite pleased with that, and that cost me the grand total of £1. So yeah, I did pretty well today if you think about it. I paid £5 for those players, but then I paid £1 for that, and I paid £1 for that lot of tapes as well. So I'm quite pleased with my pickups today. So like I said, hopefully I will start doing a few more videos on actually doing some repair work. I've got a few things in the pipeline. I'm still not 100%, shall we say. I'm still not brilliant. I'm getting a little bit better at the moment. So yeah, like I say, I hope you enjoyed that little pickups video. There's something to peruse over. Like I say, I'm super pleased with those. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to leave it there for now. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed this little update. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.